Let's talk Browns. Okay, so yesterday I watched the Browns Steelers game, and I did a video after the game detailing everything that happened, and I had a Steelers fan, and we sat and talked, and we agreed on certain things that happened in that game and about Browns management, because they see what we see. And it's funny how everybody sees what we see except for the organization. That being, all right, the front office is bad. The offensive line position coaching is bad. The secondary is bad. All right, and the defensive scheme in itself is bad. And also the coaching itself is just bad. So, I've already covered that. So I'm not going to talk about that. But I will talk about the game this time. Steelers, Browns. Johnny Manziel in his second start, all right, in a row, even though if you ask me, he should be suspended for what he did to the girlfriend until it's completely cleared. But anyway, in his second start, looked like an NFL quarterback. Now, I was one of the people who said, hey, I hope the Browns draft Johnny because he's an exciting player. He can make plays. And that's what the Browns needed at quarterback, especially, was a playmaker. All right? Now, with 2 games in a row and a lot of preparation, it looks like he's finally developed into that playmaker, or he can develop into the playmaker at quarterback that the Browns so desperately need. Of course, everybody's worried about his size, his height. I get that. But to watch him take what could have been a very, very, very unfortunate situation and bounce back up with just dirt in his eye, and that's when I'm talking about when he got tackled by the face mask, okay, which was very, very, very scary. I am not going to lie. That was me and everybody, because I watched the game at B-Dubs yesterday. We were all in there. You had Cowboys fans, Steelers fans, all types of fans who, of course, they had the Browns on the big screen because I'm here in Ohio. They were like, oh, when they saw it and when they saw the replay, because Johnny is a polarizing figure. When the Browns are on offense, people want to see what's going to happen. And to see him bounce up from that, and like I said, bounce up from that and just go, hey guys, I got some dirt in my eye. Can you help me out? Ooh, that showed some toughness, and of course there's a pinch of luck on this side. And then when he made the play, when they almost tackled him by his jersey and he ran it down to the 1-yard line, okay, that was the Johnny Manziel that I saw in the bowl game against Duke. That was that Johnny Manziel when he was being chased. He rolled around, ran, jumped onto the back of his offensive lineman, pushed back off, and then threw the touchdown pass. Those are the type of plays Johnny can make. All he has to do is just adjust to the NFL. The game has to slow down for him, and it looked like against the Steelers, the game did slow down for him. But of course, what killed the game for the Browns was stupid penalties. All right, dude, just let him kick the field goal. Why are you leaping? A leaping penalty? Really? Just let him kick the field goal. You're down by 6 with the ball coming to you with the 2-minute warning. Oh my goodness, they turned that into a touchdown. Then you had the play where it was they had 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line. The going into the victory formation and diving into the line with a quarterback that barely weighs 200 pounds and with a center that's coming back off of a leg injury and a left guard who's a rookie and a right guard that's adequate but really has no push. What the hell was that? In all honesty, in that situation, you should have went spread. You should have went spread formation. And then, if you're going to throw it deep to Travis Benjamin, as you did on third down to no avail, you should have done it then on first down. You should have done it then on first down. Even if you just went too wide with two tight ends and no fullback, just to add the extra protection and do a play action fake and throw it deep. Shades of Bernie Kosar versus the Bears in 1989. Alright? And then throw it deep to Webster Slaughter. 97 yards. I mean, then you throw it deep. You catch them off guard. Or at least set the matchup to where it's favorable for your offense. You have to take a risk. You have to take a chance. And not coach for your job. Badamosi, I don't see him on an NFL roster next year. That was just, oh my God, that was such bad secondary play. Gaines, who, wow, the last time I seen a cornerback get toasted that bad so often with no help of them, you know, like, okay, well, let's put a safety over the top or change the scheme up, was when Charles Demery tried to cover Jerry Rice one-on-one. And at the end of the game, Jerry Rice had 5 receiving touchdowns against the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, it was that bad. The only bright spot of his play was when he forced that fumble, when he got beat deep. He actually caught up with the guy, stripped him of the ball, and the Browns recovered it. Phew. But, I mean, it just amazes me. You put in backups, and I understand the secondary is hurt. I get it, but you put in backups and played the drag route, okay, against track stars at wide receiver, and you expected what exactly? What did you expect? You got exactly what everybody else was looking at. I mean, that's why Roethlisberger is out there with 1 foot, damn near passing for 400-some yards. But he almost passed for 400 yards. He smoked them. All he did was just throw deep all day. Just throw it deep. They didn't even bother to run the ball. They didn't run the ball till late in the fourth quarter just to kill the clock and get out of there. It's like we've embarrassed and humiliated them enough. So let's run the ball. And I don't even think they cracked 100 yards for the day, because they were having too much fun throwing it. And the Browns again failed to run the football. You keep talking all of this bloody nose crap. You keep talking about Duke Johnson. You keep talking about all this Duke Johnson this, Duke Johnson that. But yet when it's game time, where is he? After the first half, where is he? You gave him like 2 or 3 carries, threw a couple passes his way, and then that was it. That was it. The pass that, come on. Get on over there. The pass that was, meant for that Isaiah Crowell, it bounced off his hands, and it got picked off. That should have been a Duke Johnson play. You know Isaiah Crowell can't catch. We know that from last year. He is not a receiving back. And that turned into a turnover. It turned into an interception. Bad personnel, bad offensive play calling, a horrible defensive scheme. You don't have the horses to run the plays that you want to run. All right, you can't go deep to these little guys. You saw Johnny hit Hawkins like in the middle of the field. I would say maybe a 20-something yard gain. And Hawkins, when he caught it, he fell down because he had to leave his feet to get the ball because he's too short. The wide receivers are too short. And I know we love those guys. We love Hawkins and Gabriel and Moore. We love those guys, but they're too small. They're too small. It's time that you have to change the whole receiving core over. Yeah, you can't go below 6 feet. You just can't. I mean, you can keep Gabriel, because at least he's showing some serious promise if he'll resign. But the rest of them, I'm sorry. We like you, but we can't work with you. Can't work with you. So you got to go. All right, but we'll see what happens in 2 weeks. I think Johnny should go ahead and get the start. They should just go ahead and give him the nod. Keep him in Berea. Work with him. Let him get the reps. Do some mock. Do a lot of practice. You know, that's why you have a practice squad. All right. Let him get in some practice. Run some plays. Work on the offensive line. See if you can hire an offensive line coach now. All right. I mean, something. Do something. Do something to resemble a true NFL football team that can at least run the ball for at least 50 yards in a game collectively. Okay. Something. God, you're killing us here. You're killing us here, Cleveland. All right. Y'all take it easy. Peace.